All right, howdy. Welcome, y'all. It's been a couple weeks, but we are back here to do some more drafting with our most recent set, Avatar. It's been a very fun set to draft around with, both the drafts that we've done and the drafts that I've seen folks do. It's just a lot of direction, a lot of fun. So let's see what we can do today. Ugh. Hope you're all having a good Monday. I am. Honestly, a bit tired, but a bit. The holidays have got me on a not quite back to normal schedule, and there's no point in fixing it because Magfest is in like 2 days, and like it's fine. We're fine here. Don't you worry. Sleepy slime. Man, just looking to have some fun doing some drafting today. Drafting today, trails tomorrow, and then the rest of the week will be open up. So, yeah. Hope you're all having a good week so far, at least. But yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we've jumped on into this, so looking forward to getting a little bit more time with this. Still a lot of directions left that I feel like wide open to explore within drafting. Uh, the set has a pretty good balance among things. Missed the Arena Power Cube by a day. Does that start tomorrow? That's fine. That's 14 days. That gives us time to like maybe check that out next week and then give Avatar a send off the week after. So, yeah. I did read that article about it. Today's been a pretty big card day. Uh, Lorwyn spoilers started, and then also the entire set leaked, and then not the entire, but like a lot, and then but also there's the arena cube and such that we were looking at. They mentioned that it's like, yeah, we know Boros is a top end deck. Made a few, I think, interesting ways to cut at it. One is like removing a little bit of its power at its top, and then one is removing a little bit of its consistency at the bottom. No, that's the pre-release is this weekend. Betamax hipster, like Lorwyn. Lorwyn's spoiler season is 4 days. Like this isn't like, oh wow, they got a box like a month out. This is literally somebody has a box that they would have opened like this weekend. Like, this is the sort of thing that always happens with spoiler season, but because instead of 3 weeks we have 3 days, it already happened. You know what I mean? So that sort of thing. Anyway, you have 3 days. There's a mole drifter that's like not quite a mole drifter. It doesn't have the evoke, and it draws a weirder amounts of cards, but it also has pride and spikes, so it's pretty nice. Non-human. I don't think this card's real. I like the idea of having like a like there are a lot of ways to get the non-human stuff out, but like a lot of creatures in this set are human is the problem. Um like this isn't, friend. The only non-humans in this entire pack are a trebuchet and a land. Anyway, uh all that said, let's actually take a look at the card we're picking. I've uh Obsessive Pursuit is a card we've seen on the other side of the table. Uh, yeah, you take damage for it. Yeah, it's got its drawback, but like that's really funny. Two of them, huh? Okay, two of them. I'm I'm sad to pass the Cat Gator. I'm sad to pass Aang. I'm sad to pass. Like, I feel like the color I most want to pair with this is white, but red also. Actually, honestly, no, everything else kind of. I immediately think like white, but like blue pairs with the card draw and red pairs with the mana usage. So I don't, and like green, we just get to go deep. I'm fine with anything with this. This is a great place to start, though. How many Phyrexian Arenas? We're just going to draw a lot of cards. Third. Citizen's Comet, which is really funny but not good. Court Official, Water Tribe, Rallier, Watery Grasp. Zhao? I've always thought that Zhao doesn't have as great a spot. Rallier with all the clues works really well because they're free as heck. I really like Rallier a lot. Court Official stays in color. Water your ass is fine. This is a funny joke. This is a funny joke. Zhao is very good at the sack stuff. I don't disbelieve you. Avatar State, Freedom Fighters, Ruffians, some land. Yeah, like the idea of like we have a pursuit and we're gonna be able to draw 100 million cards tells me I want things as cheap as possible. Um, hmm. I like this card a lot. What I want to find is tolls and then like a lot of like things that like the sacrifice. Like this gives us our sacrifice stuff to start, and that's great. Agni Kai, invasion reinforcements. That fits as a lot of bodies and a lot of cheap stuff. Things we want to be sacrificing. Daily agents. You got the big hand. Whenever I see this hand, I think of a Zelda boss or a Nintendo boss. Like, you know how like Mario 64 in the pyramid has the hand boss, or like how many Zelda bosses have Zelda games have the hand boss? Yep. Pox? Stick on the double, like, this is a lot of the stuff that likes the sacrifice pieces. So, like, two bodies, a lot of things to sack. Yeah, the big hand guy. When I think of the hand, that I think of chess streaming Mario 64 on a DJ pad. If you haven't seen chess streaming Mario 64 on a DJ pad, it's one of the best streams ever. She's incredible with it. But the IROC fight, You have to let me win. Serpent Pass. I think we keep on. We're getting a little like I'm not feeling too cut, but we're feeling a little cut. Good Mario. Yes. I don't feel cut because I like just having. If my deck could be all 2-drops, you know me, I would pick every 2-drop until the end of time. All right, one more pick and then we're wheeling. Sure, these are cards. Beetle Merchant. None of these are super. Riot isn't uninteresting with like how wide this deck actually looks like it goes. I do kind of want to stick with the plan at the moment though because of the power of Obsessive Pursuit, rather than like moving in on Boros. Coming back around, Musicians does work with our wide plan. It's a 2-power creature that can grab by Rallier. Hey, I don't dislike your Earth Kingdom Soldier as well, but like I like me a Cat Gator. I'm not gonna lie. I think Cat Gator's cool. It might be worse than this. I'm gonna take it to try to keep somebody else out of black. I don't want to pass this and have somebody feel like they should be. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna feel bad about that one at all. Obsessive Pursuit is when you attack, you can stack the triggers the way you want to make that work. So you can have like 1, 2, and then like sack the third and have it resolve. Okay. I don't think I'm T. Hey, bye. Snare. Like, this is... Removal is removal is removal at the end of the day. That's kind of the question here, isn't it? Like, removal is removal is removal versus... large... How's Accumulate Wisdom and Draft? Very good. Because, like, I don't think it's going to match what it does in Constructed. Because in Constructed, it's Ancestral Recall. This might be wrong, but we'll find removal and then... hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. So, feeling good about that. Would love Airbending Lesson. Would love... Honestly, I'd be fine with Buzzard, because Buzzard, like, cycles a clue. Kyoshi Warriors is good. Pirate Peddlers can work out pretty well in this deck. But Raven Eagle is, again, 1,000,000 clues. We have 1,000,000 clues, so that's great. We're going to draw 100,000 cards. We're going to draw 100,000 cards. Ooh, how good are you in this deck? Pretty good? Reasonably good? 2-2 for 2 with first strike, good? Like, I'm only passing up, like, maybe fancy footwork? Yeah, need more 2-drops, clearly. We're not, like, super spell heavy, so this isn't gonna backfire too heavily on us. Yeah, that's interesting. Foggy Swamp, no white. Interesting. That means I grab Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper as a pivot possibility if blue keeps opening up because of how powerful this is on... Yeah, exactly, Nick Demeron, you got it. And even, like, this might even be, like, Find a Splash with all the clues, way to get free things. Right now, if you take a look at the deck, actually, if we splash... These are the only cards that get knocked out in white, right? We get to keep Hey Bye. We lose Wandering Musicians, too. Yeah, Foggy Swamp on a hedge. Epic Downfall looking pretty clean. So is Deadly Precision. That's a question. Like, Epic Downfall is the one that, like, sounds the most obvious. But I think Deadly Precision synergizes better, even if it's Destroy. Yeah. My theme deck. Sold out, sure. You can see the blue still here, too. Accumulate Wisdom, still very good. The thing with Accumulate Wisdom is that there's a lot of really powerful lessons just, like, around, like, to play. And so getting this to be draw 3 is not hard. And then, like, stuff like Zhong Zhong. Okay, blue is still a definite open piece. Swamp Court? Swamp Court? We've gotten a lot better on removal with Deadly Precision and Sold Out. We get another removal spell. Ooh, this is actually... Looking at North Pole Gates as a way to be able to splash Foggy Swamp. Yeah. I can be Canyon Crawler, but I'm not, like, huge on that. Looks like we're going to be pretty black for Cat Gator as well, so that's nice. None of these are really interesting. Yeah, I don't feel like Zuko's Exile is necessary anymore. Cat Owl is like, eh. Maybe just add another beetle. Pirate? Pirate. I'll take Pirate. Wouldn't hate Otter Penguin either if we ended up, like, actually doing that, but Pirate's nice. Also, we get our Canyon Crawler. We can have one of these. This is looking very black. I'm gonna grab this koi. Yeah. Add cowl. Alright, pack 3. Uh-huh. 3 of them. 3 of them? 3 of them. 3 of them. 3 of them. 3 of them. Now, I think it might be a little better to pick up something like Sold Out, or like maybe Ruinous, or maybe Suki if we want to go into the white, but like, if 2 of them is really good, how good is 3 of them? Thank you for the bits. Nick. Aang? Aang? That makes the white, like, Aang is a very powerful white card, and that's a reason I actually have the white be real in here. Yeah, Path to Redemption's good, and also the blue in here's good, and, like, I would not hate to have a Corrupt Court Official in the deck. Yeah, let's grab Aang, have a reason to have the white be real in here. Hello? Ooh, and every second of the permanent 1/1 counter on this creature dies, pick up a thing mana value. Yeah, okay. This thing needs a lot of sacrifice stuff to be worth it, otherwise it's like a 2 mana 1/1. But like, in this deck, it feels pretty easy to have it be a lot better than a 2 mana 1/1. And any point on it lets it recur a lot of our more powerful things. It goes to play, too, so... Yeah, we just get the tolls next pack, and then like another piece of fixing. Hello? Hello. This is Flying Momo. Yeah, mana value power. So like if we get a point on it, we get a lot of these 2s. If we get 1 on it, and then like we get up to Aang on like 4. Realm of Ko is really free. That's just what I'm thinking. I know it makes the cat worse, but like it gives us some unblockability, and unblockability actually is incredibly powerful to Obsessive Pursuit. We can pay 6, up 3 clues. Wolfbat. Am I taking Misty Palms? I'm probably taking Misty Palms, I'll be real. Wolfbat's really good, easy for us to recur. Pox Bears, Razor Rings. But like, yeah, copy of June, that'd be nice. A way to sack things easy. But like, I'm gonna take the piece of fixing here. I know our deck like wants it a little bit to make sure that this white is real, especially with like kind of how low to the ground it is. Deadly Precision too? That seems really easy when you have 3 copies of Obsessive Pursuit in the pocket. Am I playing a Foggy Swamp Hunter? Really easy to draw 2 cards. Poxbearer, Hog Monkey. More Poxbearing? More Sand? I feel like we're fine on removal. I don't really... I'm gonna get more bodies down here. And Poxbearer is a lot easier to cast than, like, Zhong Zhong's Deserters. Tundra Tank... Meh. Finally get that corrupt court official I've been, like, poking at. Wow. Forecaster late. Nice. We might cut down the white to just be like Rallier, Avatar State, Sand. Something like that. And Ang. Do I want Ang's Journey in this deck? Or like a Blasting Jelly? Like a way to get the third color, second or third color in this deck? We'll grab 1 copy of that as a Wabba Wabba. Dang. Swamp. That one's playable. This deck's like reasonable near mono black. I think I would still keep the splash in for a couple of the cards. But you're not wrong in that like this actually looks like it probably works out. Like this deck is going to be much heavier black than like you might think. Like that's all the black right there. And then like we put in like Ang. We put in just a couple of these one-off things. Rallier and we're gonna cut down on these lands and up the swamps pretty heavily comparatively. I'm gonna go in there too. Creature count is 14 and 7, so we could put in another sold out and like another Poxbearer or even a Swamp Hunter. I don't like this card, but like we have the 2. Avatar State's pretty dang good with some of the creatures we have. Pirate Peddlers works really well with it. I guess Aang funnily gets double lifelink from it, but that's like funnier. Heibai is a jump. Probably based on the life loss. Can I get away with this? That's 7 white sources for Aang, Sand, Rally, Enter, and then it's 10 black sources for the deck in full. I might want to go something like this. Yeah, we're gonna be like playing on the edge with Obsessive Pursuit a lot. That's gonna be a normal thing. Removal is 1 snare, 2 precision, 2 sold out, and then Ang. And then, like, everything else is kind of like board building. Can we get all 3 pursuits? If we get all 3 pursuits on the board in one game, we get to go +9, +9, and lifelink 3 times. Right? Yeah, I was thinking about, like, Swamp Hunter because it's pretty easy to make this a menacing lifelinker, and, like, this is a deck where that might actually be real, especially with the Pursuit. The card plays well. Maybe over the Ruffian? Because the Ruffian is just filler, and, like, Poxbearer plays its same role. Like, lower, right? It's a card that blocks and makes a body. 6 whites. I probably actually do need to do this. It's only 4 white cards, but it's 4 white cards. Like, this is still 10 black sources. Canyon Crawler would be over... Do I want Poxbearer 3? I'm giving the Swamp Hunters a chance in here because I think they're good with Pursuit. Might want the second one because I think they're good with Pursuit. Let's try this as is. We can swap around later if, like, we want, if we end up wanting something big. I don't think we do. I don't think I want to be playing a 6 because we're going to be drawing cards and playing small spells so much because we're going to be drawing 100 million cards every game, right? That's the real deal. Like, I just assume I'm going to have an Obsessive Pursuit on turn 2, right? Pick 1 and pick 2 were Obsessive Pursuit. We're a little tunnel vision today. The blue might also be a bit of a stretch here. Like, we don't actually have a lot of fixing for it. I'm probably paying a little bit for that. But, like, again, we're drawing 1 million cards, so... I don't know. Sure, this will fix itself. I don't like the Cat Gator here, but, like... We're gonna get beat down by the red player. We're gonna put down the card that makes our opponent's board look worse first. I can afford to take a turn off for that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. We're good. We're good forever now. It's fine. Porcupine. I don't feel like I let that stick around against this opponent because this is a mono red player going for wild things. Though, we probably just leave up sold out. I could... Yeah, I'm just gonna leave up sold out. It looks like we're cracking 2 clues, too, if nothing else happens. Which is also fine by me, because we're gonna have 1 million of them. Mono red, huh? We have 1 million cards, so all we gotta do is last. Lifelink from Obsessive Pursuit to offset. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, that ain't sticking. no thanks, I'm good. Well... let's put some bodies on the board? If I wanted to triple sack, I could. We could draw 2 deadly precision, put 3 counters on box bearers. Nah, I want a better target for that. We're just gonna go ahead and get a board ready. Attacking wasn't unreasonable there either. We have the triple sack pretty easily. I just want a better target for deadly precision. That's all. I think the Raven Eagle eats it here, and that's fine. But, like, the Pox Bearers hold the fort down forever. We do want to gain life at some point, obviously, with the pursuit. Cat Gator, even for 1 damage, is enough here, because it, like, eats archers. Like, that's not bad. Okay. They are mono red, yeah. Alright. Pile of 1/1s. I'll take that. And then, like, kill spell for Raven Eagle post-combat. I assume a fight spell? Oh, we're just... okay. Yeah, okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice, target you. Sack a clue. Anyway. Let's gain some of that life back. Foggy Swamp Hunters with all the clues does exactly what I was talking about, so I'm pretty happy about that. This is a trade I'm happy to make. If they want to spend a removal spell here for, like, the Cutting Strike or something, I'm fine with that. That's not, like, the number. I'm sorry, buddy. That's the end. I think that also was our opponent calling it a game. We do have to show our opponent how obsessive our pursuit is, though. Dang! Okay, alright. Well, you want to check out our obsessive pursuit? And you, and you. I like our opponent's deck. I like the mono red. I like that they've got enough removal and strong cards and filter here. The thing is that in order to beat this card, you need to rush me down. That's the answer, is that you have to rush down on a player who does this. I really like this, though. I think this... They call this deck Dark Souls 2. Kind of want that other Poxbearer, just with the way that that card plays the ground so well. Is that better than just Corrupt Court Official? I don't think I'm doing much with this card, actually. You know what? Let's... Like, yeah, we only have this as the only discard. It's just kind of cute rather than powerful. I'm gonna give us a little bit more. But no, that's a cool mono red deck, especially Ran and Shaw. That one of the things I wanted to do with the Eagle was keep them off the lessons for like obvious reasons. Yeah, that's sweet. Cool. All my colors and Obsessive Pursuit and Pirates. I'm in. And we even have removal in case of problems. Hey, Jace. Oh, we even have Hang too. Nice. Alright. How quick out the gates are we? Reasonably. Well. Let's get it down. Haru, especially in these colors, means that these lands are going to be active pretty... Also, check out the cool lands. They're just going to have a ton of lands active. Because it's when an ally comes in and like a lot of the creatures in green-white. The green-white main thing is allies. Shit. Okay. Pirates. We could go Eagle, but the problem with Eagle is that they can just play any ally and that forest will overcome Pirates. That's fine. I'm not gonna bother you. You're dead. That's not sicking. That's no. No, thank you. Deadly precision, please. Yeah. Another. Cool. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm gonna... Do I want to go for the land? Yeah, it's only their turn. I just forget if this thing has the... If Suki counts herself. I want to go for that land. I kind of do. I'm greedy here. Okay. This is how greedy I am right now. It's fine. We'll lifelink it off. So we're taking like 5 here, and then we're taking a 6. We're going to 8. But like they have to use their mana at us to attack, which does restrict them a bit. Checking the odds calculator, drawing a pursuit in wanting to see the hood sugar run. Why is slime? So I put Slyo over on the right so that I can swap my own little buddy. That's basically the reason. Uh, I've put a lot of thought into which side I would rather have on, and I figured over there is fine. Okay, we're going ramp. We're losing the body? Ooh. I'm gonna kill you. Like, pile of poxbearers attack with the peddlers? I might still want to try drawing a card. Okay. And then second main, let's go. Let's go Eagle. And we are gonna eat the flashback you've got there. So that we can't, like, have a get in. Okay, that's 7 mana. We have a giant peddlers that's, like, lethal if it connects, because our opponent's at 6. What do they have? What are they after? Raven Eagle can also fight pretty heavily here, too. Flying and such. Earthbend 4. Okay. Are you, like, leaving that back? What's up? What's your plan for dealing with pirate peddlers, lethal? Keep eating your lessons. You've got something. What is this? Like, I'm coming in for lethal here, so you have to block with the forest. Do you have, like, a fight spell? I think they've got the bite, and they're gonna have to use it to kill the pirates, or try to kill the pirates here. But then I'm gonna just sack a clue. Right? I think that's it. The reason I'm targeting the lessons is specifically because of the possibility of Boomy. Okay. Like, I realize it's, like, not value, but, like, I don't think I lose to the recursion on the creatures, and I don't think the clue does anything, so... This deck whips. This is the most Lubu deck I've played in a while. We are just... This is what happens when you pursue. Noir 3. Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Let me think on this one. I'm good. All right. Ooh, they've got Airbending Temple. Ooh, Boros. Okay. As Malmed did the math on, it is a 50-50 to have it in the opening 8 after the draw. I'm gonna just do this to push a little bit. I know they kept a card on top. Ooh, Sokka? Okay, that's gonna get them a card draw, because they're gonna play another ally, yeah. Man and Air Temple is terrifying, so is the South Pole Voyager. Okay, at least we just get to go ahead and, like, sold out that damn thing. Yeah, our opponent's got moves. I'm scared of like the amount of moves they have available. Okay. Winner Suki attacks, so we just don't let that happen. How do I want to go about this one? Deadly Precision, leave up, sold out. Yeah. We have all the removal and we still have all the card draw in the world off of the clues. This is 4 and tap. That's fine. It's annoying, but fine. Okay. I think I'm just eating Teo there. Okay, alright. Cool. So I can just put points on the Foggy Swamp Spirit. I think they have removal. I think they still have a kill spell. We haven't played anything worth killing. So like it wouldn't be unreasonable for them to just go for a kill spell on Foggy Swamp, but okay. Let's go draw. Let's go draw. Well, let's go combat. Okay, get the life back. Thinking about my versus... No, it's fine. I gotta think about my line here, okay? God, I got 5 cards in hand. This requires them to either spend the air temple or, yeah. Cool. So yeah, they can't attack with the enthusiasts on this turn. Okay, that's good. I think we're just getting in. If we're getting in, am I putting any counters on my... Yeah, I think so. I think we're going... And then I am gonna Swamp Snare you. Okay, so all they have left is Momo on a board. We've got a lot of power. Secret Tunnel and... Ooh, okay. Alright. So that could be unblockable 6 or 7? I think then the line is... Get set up for lifelink. That's my idea here. We go Rallier once. Can't cast any of those. Haybye lets us not have to sack the land for what I was trying to do. We'll just sack Pox or something. Alright, bump the team, sure. Okay. Okay. So let's go sack draw. I can afford to put the scavengers down now. Yeah, we go... No, Secret Tunnel costs like 4 to use. They don't have enough mana for both sides. If you're wondering why I didn't Scavengers first, I wanted to see if I would draw into specifically Cat Gator. That's the reasoning there. Hey, no. Thanks for the red. So they can attack for like 9... Sorta unblockable, but like... We're putting them in the presser here pretty well. So, sack the Box Bear. Counter on the Scavenger. Combat. In with you. My gets the lifelink. That brings us to 12, which is outside of their range right now. I think they take the hit. They just have to assume their top deck has a way to deal the extra damage. That doesn't do anything with the Abandoned Air Temple, but, you know. Yeah! Got him! Thanks, Cat Gator. Love you, Cat Gator. Absolutely unnecessary, but very funny. We just have lethal by the spirit tokens. It's so good starting with a Phyrexian Arena. Weird, right? How strange. But yeah, no, I hope the ROM hack was cool. So far, you wondering where you draw your first pick. Weird. It's really, again, it reminds me of Dreadhorde in a way, but not with a, in a different way. Dreadhorde, like, needs to get big enough for it. Sure, I'm in. This one doesn't have it, but, like, it has all the 2s in the world, and they're all, like, quite strong 2s, so... This will put up a pretty wide fight. Okay. Swamp plus Gator equals Swamp Gator. Okay. We're gonna play my here. My fight's best against that Fortune Teller out of the plays we have, and because our mana is a little bit restricted in black, I'd rather get the black card out of the hand so that I'm able to, like, make a play later that might involve, like, Scavengers plus, where I might not be able to do that in these two. Okay, alright. Respectable opponent with the same 3 colors. What do we got? Maybe our own swamp? Foggy Swamp? No, no, no. Don't eat the baby. No, no, no. Don't shake the baby. Funny how Avatar brought back allies as a modern deck. There's some, like, there's a Thalia's Lieutenant, right? Like, of course, you know? Doing Crash MTG by casting Rally Ancestors some Ondu Clerics. Good. There you go. Alright. I think mine might be doing a little bit of work here. It looks like they keep thinking about removal spells and, like, thinking a little bit on them. We're in a world where I have to play without Phyrexian Arena. I know, right? Hard. These are the okay, Swamp Cycling. That's the question. We were asking about. The deck's really about winning with Halmar Excavator? Okay. It's a Rally the Ancestors deck, I take it. You just like rally for 2 and like Halmar to fill your own deck and then Grave and then kill them with that. Sure. Sweet. The Water Trap Rallier wasn't terribly great in the position we were. That's a great draw. I'm very happy with that one. Let's get Sandbender Scavenger down. I don't think this does too much right now. We don't have any sack outlet stuff, but I'd rather have it on the board right now and look like more of a threat. But yeah, so we've got our blue, so we can actually Foggy Swamp. We don't have any draw engines for it. I might want this Foggy Swamp instead, just because it's biggest. We have a sold out in case of problems showing up. A big serpent. I don't know. There's a few I can think of off the top of my head that'd be like problems. I'm gonna go ahead and get Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper down though. It would not surprise me if they flash a 5/5 at me. That end step. Would it surprise you? Wouldn't surprise me at all. They have priority because they can sack a land, by the way. They might. It's possible they have nothing. Oh my god. That was a joke? That was me joking. I was making a joke. Okay. Are you, like, trying to Sozin me? What's up? That was not ever on my radar. Well, you cut yourself off a color. Are you playing this just to sack them? Okay, yeah, Wrath of God, sure. I thought Sozin, but sure, that's... I think that's a 17th land. Whatever. That's not Sozin because it didn't give them a 5/5 in a turn that's gonna kill me. It just was like a 2 for 4, 2 for 3, 2. I'm not even gonna try to math it, but we're behind. Because we didn't get our Pox Bearers, we didn't get the Sandbender. If I'd gone for Foggy Swamp Hunter over the 2, this would still be alive, but I don't think they'd pull the trigger in the first place, so... 5 cards in hand? What do we got? What is... I can pop my land. Sure, I don't want this card. I don't think I care about it. I'm literally gonna sack this. Let's get moving. We don't need the blue anymore. And I want to dig deeper so we can get to an Obsessive Pursuit and start winning. The moment we get an Obsessive Pursuit, we can't, like, we're no longer playing a 1-for-1 game against this, and then we're ahead. I don't think Azula's living. I am trying to figure out if they're on Quench or not. That's why I went Pursuit first. No, thank you. All right. If they're quenching, they're not. We're fine. Let's get out of here. Sure. Okay, so this is our second sold out. We've used none of our sack ones. I'm just gonna take 3. Well, no, this is fine. Okay. Are they quenching? Okay. Not quite yet. Cat Gator. Not quite yet. Okay. They get their land back, sure. I will take 2. June. Okay. I'll get June off the table. That's too powerful a sack outlet, I think. Ooh, okay. That was me testing the waters to see if it auto-resolved or not. That was the idea there. Because they didn't gain priority, we know they didn't actually have quench. It was Octopus that we were playing around earlier. So we get the Gator. Azula steal my Gator? Terrifying. I guess you get... Damn. Azula steal my Gator. You've got 4 swamps. My Gator! Ah, that's a pain in the ass. Because Zhao gets eaten by Gator, huh? Okay. overload you. June, I think. Okay. Okay. Our plan here is to overload you. I want you to play a land, have to Gator, and then Zhao gets to... Yes! Ooh, if you don't actually have the mana for Gator here, we're really good. I need to draw the other doubly to precision. We can sack 3 things because of the Oasis. Okay, sure. I guess then we just sack 3 things and make Zhao go ham. No blocks, thanks. Pursuit gives fly, yes, counters and lifelink. Zhao also just gives, Ooh! We have airbending. I want to gain 1,000,000 life, actually. That's not worth it right now. I can force them to chump block, but, like, I'd rather hold that as a means to an end later. Anyway. So, you gotta answer Zhao. You play a Gator as a trump blocker. Play a land and Gator. This is the... Audacity of huge. Wrath? Gator Condom, yeah. It just costs 7. Azula doesn't die to the snare. I need them to play a chump blocker and think that that's good enough. Frick. I'm running out of deck. Okay. That's gotta be good enough. Kill Azula. Yeah, I've got enough for this. Okay. Honest to goodness, all they have to do is just play like a couple pieces of removal in a row, right? Yeah. Hey, bye. Okay. Perfect. I want to have multiple bodies here. That's a pretty important thing in my mind. Okay. Pass it back. Last card. Another kill spell? If it's another kill spell, at the very least, he moves the counters. It's another kill spell. At the very least, Heibai moves the counters. Okay. Okay. Yep. If I can kill... Because this can block Heibai. You gotta keep that, or it can't block the pox bearers though. Alright. Coming in hot. Yeah, we want a Heibai to prevent deck out as a problem. We have 7 cards in deck. I'd rather have Heibai do the sacking if it can. So. Otter Penguin, sure. Oh, don't. Sorry. That's not as unblockable as you think it is. When every creature in my deck is a lethal threat, right? Every creature in my deck, because like this is like +6/+6 again. Like yeah, it's very look, here's the way you beat an opponent. Draw 3 cards a turn. Why didn't they think of that? God, this deck is so fun. Holy smokes. Yeah, I was trying to draw into the third so we could get +9/+9 because... Not for any other reason other than just to do it. I'll be real. It's fine. If they... I really wanted them to play the Cat Gator so that we could get the Cat Gator back. 3 of them. Zach 1094, born in the year 1910. Hey. This is a little awkward looking hand, but it's got colors and it's got fine cards. Like, I'm keeping it on the back of having mana rather than having power, which is something that can backfire if we don't draw into Obsessive Pursuit or something, but having mana makes Obsessive Pursuit really good, so. So thinking of Obsessive Pursuit and Prof's Memory? God. Yeah. Prof's Memory is a ridiculous card. Obsessive Pursuit is also ridiculous, but because of having to feed it, I think it's a more fair version of Prof's Memory. The thing that was ridiculous about... I'm not blocking. No thanks. Okay. Trade blows for a little bit. The fact that Obsessive Pursuit activates on play is also, you know. Ooh. I think they might have wanted to play the Cat Gator with Firebending. Can they play the Cat Gator at instant speed? I think it's the other, like, it's... I want to say that still keeps timings normal. I don't remember, though, because there's a few... I know there's the Azula that doubles things in combat. I don't remember the full text on that one. If they... It does get flash? Okay. Then, yes, if they had done that, that would have been a pretty, like... They would have been able to... No, thank you. Okay. Yeah. I shortcut a lot of that Azula in my mind. I will keep the... No. I will keep this card. I still think this card's fine. Azula. Firebending 2, when Azula enters play, you may cast cards exiled with Azula. They may cast them as though they have flash mana. Okay, yeah, it's makes sense to make the firebending make more sense, but that is I will cop to that not being text I was aware of. Like, I think if they had done that and actually gotten Zhao out, then I would have been able to bounce... No, if they had done it... Because, like, the big threat I have back is that I can bounce my own Cat Gator and replay it, right? That's the big, like, thing that comes out of that. Ooh, damn, that's very good here. I already had Azula as, like, top 3 best rares in like, just ridiculously powerful rare to be playing without knowing that that was a piece of it. Yeah, the moment Zhao became a 9/10, like, all of a sudden they're, like, way too, like, they had to backfoot, and then and, like, also our life total is back up to, like, not assailable immediately. Though again, being able to replay the Cat Gator, I think, fixes the assailability problem. Now, keeping the swamp on top, maybe I wanted it here because the lifelink in the bodies once we get some card draw looks nice, but we're not seeing that piece. If we find an obsessive pursuit, we're actually in a really good position because we'll get a draw trigger, and a draw trigger and a sack trigger will be really nice here. Our problem is that this is a really powerful clock. Opponent doesn't have too much going on, though. Okay, sure. That's getting shuffled in. Yeah? Yeah, the ward on this is, yeah, shuffled. Okay. So, unblockable Penguin is a 2-turn clock. I kind of need to draw a draw piece for Foggy Swamp right now. Because they have the Otter Penguin active next turn. It's now or never. Because they have unblockable 7 on board. Pursuits, removal, God, Pursuit's really good here. Okay. That ain't it. They're not gonna, there's no world where they, like, back off because of this. They're at 14. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, moving along. I kept that one on the lines of the mana base rather than the cards, and, we never really moved off of the cards we had there. Figured out what went wrong, you didn't draw and play your first pick, damn. Well, let's see if we can fix that against Is It Now? I don't like how many dead cards are in my hand. Sweet. That's fine. Is it Rallier? It's either Rallier or Mai, right? Like... That seems wrong. Okay. This is an ask that our opponent is not on something very aggressive. We're gonna get paid out for it, it's fine. Mountain. Oh, they are the Is It Fighter. Okay, well. So Raven Eagle's getting, like, what, lightning struck? God, getting Mai down here is gonna hopefully be good. I want that land 4. Like, obviously. No. No. Come on. Come on. Okay. Um... Okay, that'll be good next turn. The idea on my here is that, like, we push a little bit more aggressively because they clearly have some sort of small spells. They missed a land drop, by the way. That's 2 3s over there. I think they're cracking a clue and coming in. Shock. Cool. Cool thing about shock here. That's very good. Ooh. Okay. Eating the lessons so that they don't have, like, combustion shot. And next turn, we actually have 3 sacks, which is, you know, what we need. I would love to have the land. Grand, and, okay. Alright, well. We're gonna sack, bye-bye Grand, I think. And then we're gonna draw. And then we're gonna draw. And then, that was 3. They never found that 4th land, which really cut them off here. Oh, there it is. So this is the Baltimore-Philadelphia card? That's what this is? Do we have a quench? Grumbles in Ravens. Football's wild. Well, draw 2. That's nothing there. Hey, Pixie. Ravens, much like the Vikings, are a heartbreaking but important team to be a fan of. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. We're gonna put the obsessive pursuit down early. It's just gonna work. Always does. Never punished. That's the 3rd time in a row. I'm gonna deploy an eagle. I'm more interested in deploying an eagle right now. Sure. Still on the board. Good news, we have them. If we ever get to like 6 mana, I think the game ends on the spot. The problem is, now getting there, we need to not be dead. That's okay. That's not great. Hmm. It was bound to catch. Oh no, the 2nd general. It was bound to catch up to me sooner or later, you know? That's what they tell you about obsession. There we go. Okay, so from here, what does not dying look like? We don't. Interesting. This is what not dying looks like. This was still a very important game. Hope the opponent just full passes. All right, 5 and 2. Let's keep moving. Perfect. I love this deck. Dig Daddy 42069, born in the year 1,000,000. $420. Sure. We'll put out the Pox Bears to block that. Ooh, Rakdos. Nice lands. Those are some good-ass lands. I'm willing to trade at this, or trade on a trick with it. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay. That's fine. We're burning resources. They get... Their Azula always lies less than down. No blocks, thanks. So I want Foggy Swamp Hunters, and then I think we're going to Obsessive Pursuit the turn after. I think that's my line. I'm keeping the 1/1 around as a friend. The hope is just that Foggy Swamp Hunters don't, like, get killed by Deadly Precision sacking the Callous Inspector. Which, like, there's no way our opponent would possibly do that. Sure. Okay. Do I just want these stupid idiots off the damn table? Is that what's going on here? Nice! Ooh! Now we're talking. Now we just get Zook off the table and you're out of stuff. Sack you... Sack the clue, please. Another Fire Nation cadet. Okay. Okay. Sure, firebending less than, and then, like, I would trade the cadets if they come in. Okay, one card left in hand in the draw. Zhong, that's just gonna get the Swamp Trap. Kill spell for mine? Nope, we're out. Cool. The idea here is that if they don't have anything next turn, we triple on and 5/5. Are you ready for maximum magic? We've made it to 6 and 2. It is time. Time for match 9. Maximum magic has arrived. I always love hitting maximum magic. We've had a lot of really cool opponents. I really like that deck. Very tempo oriented. The firebending cadets doing a lot of work. This looks fine. Removal my is a little awkward, but like my holds the ground like no one else. I'm fine with this. Against just Ninja, lowercase Ninja. Let's ride. Like obviously there's a little bit of anti-synergy here, but all right. Okay, battle fan, sure. Pursuit first? Pursuit second. Pursuit first. We'll take kind of an equivalent amount of damage. And Suki is a possibility for us to kill. Okay, great. So here we just go deadly. Okay. Suki off the table feels pretty good. Okay. Am I just sitting back? Okay. This is a perfect thing to have available to us. So now we have 3 clues for the upcoming turn, no matter what. Want a ranking of Phyrexian arenas at some point? A lot of good ones. Thinking about like Underworld connections and the one that makes like shapeshifters. Okay, this is sweet. Check this out. We're ready to go. So, ally. We're gonna go draw here. Give us some more info. Okay. Pox, get in there. Okay. And then I think we just go for it. Okay, that's not like exactly the cards I'd like to be drawing, but you know. Like our opponent chump blocking, that's unnecessary. Ooh, yikes. Okay. We can trump that. Okay. Slightly awkward. Okay. So if they play an ally they can attack over, we can double block? If they just have the one ally, they might move the fan to make the double block effective. Not effective. I still think I need to do it. I still think I need that off the table. Alright. So let's get like let's get a gator here. Yum! I'm so full of swamps. I haven't been playing this island so that this would have the most swamps possible. Yum! I've specifically been playing swamps every turn this game to maximize gator. That's why I didn't play this island for the last 3 turns. Maximize gator. Yo, Boomy, you're really good here. So bad news, our card already lifelinks. Ooh, is that better? Or do I want the... that might be better. That might be better to have as an option here. So this can trade with Boomy, which is fine. They're on top deck. They kept 1 card from that scry. It's got to be pretty dang powerful. We have access to 3 on Heibai by 1/2 sack the Standbender. Appa. Okay. So this eats mana value less than power, so we have to get this up to 7? That's not undoable. Let's just get a board. Alright, they don't have a sweeper, so we are moving right past. Thanks, Cat Gator. I love you, Cat Gator. Cat Gator, best friend of the Water Tribe earlier. Right, maximum magic 7 wins. We're in a good place. Turns out, Obsessive Pursuit, maybe... Yo! I clicked past Hinatsuru's second right too fast. I have to pop off for Hinatsuru's second right. Yeah, turns out this card in particular is just like... it's wild. If we are just using it on its face, it's like, you know, a Phyrexian arena. Moving anywhere past it and like, whoo, Nelly. Very fun deck. Let me get one last. Want to make sure we get it in this view for a second. Still think this deck could have used it under City Tire Rat. Alright, let's open some packs, call it a day. Think it'll be a good one here. That was great. I'm happy we went in on this. Sounds like next, yeah, another absolute banger out of the format. And again, I super love what our opponents had going on. I love to see stuff like Mono Red or like Rakdos Tempo or like all sorts of the different like green styles and like that we had. But yeah, I think the plan will be next week. Powered Cube, week after that, final Avatar before Loren's release. God, Suki scares me every time I see Suki. This is the card I thought our opponent had in that one game when they sacked their land. I thought this is what was going to come down, was a 5/5 out of nowhere. Oh, God, this tough being on Eddie's spell. It's a lot. Not a limited card, but a very cool, like, got different applications for, like, reanimation constructed. UA is a little too expensive, I think, but still works as a 3/3 flyer that can sometimes do some funky stuff. Southpole Voyager scares the hell out of me every single time I see this card. There's so many cards in this set that are double ally play. Looking at, like, Treetop Freedom Fighters, and we don't have one of the Kyoshi Warriors, the Kyoshi Warriors, and a lot of bits like that. Yeah, no, it makes sense that there'd be ally is like with that. Avatar's Wrath, very cool card. Very cool card. Airbender Scavengers is like, you need to be on plan for this to be good, but when it is, it's very good. Like, you're not just like rolling this in a deck that isn't doing its thing. Like, Pirates has Death Touch, and you might play that with like some incidental stuff. You kind of need to be on plan for this one. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Zuko. Buddy. Alright. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for joining. Hope you had a fun time with this. Glad to have you all here. Yeah. If you want to catch more, you can always follow, see when I go live, subscribe to Cool Skulls, Slimes, Old Drifters, and Mimics. New Mole Drifters just dropped. It's like a radical Mole Drifter because it doesn't have a Voke. It's just a Drifter. Or the Mole. Is the Mole? Which one's the big one? Which one's the Drifter or the Mole? Anyway, the Pride Drifter. It's the spiky one. But yeah, as for upcoming streams, tomorrow is still Trails, and then the week is off. Megfest is happening, so I won't be streaming anything. I'll be trying to catch up on the VOD channel over on YouTube. So, if you want to catch up on things like Questmas, or Unbeatable, or all sorts of other things, you know, many a draft, I think this one is like 780. If you ever want to watch any number of drafts, there's an infinite number of them for you to watch up over on YouTube /Lionine. Yeah, I want to say this one would be like 780 or 781. Wild, that's so many drafts. That's unreal. I'm not going to think about that number anymore. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.